Hi everybody. Oh my god, where am I? What are we doing? What's up with my eyebrow? Y'all, I don't work at Sephora. What's going on? So, today is January 2nd. So it's the middle of week 3, the third week, middle of the third week. And I'm hanging out on YouNow, doing my live stream where I do my makeup. You see everybody, well you can't, it's so bright, but there, now you can see. Everybody's asking questions and stuff. We're hanging out, we're having a good time. And yeah, if you didn't know, I do live streams on YouNow where I do my makeup and hang out. They're all saying hi. It links to YouTube, and you can click on a link below it to go to YouNow where I can read your comments, because I can't read your comments if you're on YouTube, just so you are aware. Okay. I also want to let you guys know I made a vlogging channel, so you can find that if you go in the description box. There's a link now to my vlogging channel, and I'll be uploading there informal stuff like this much more often in between my regular content on this channel, so you'll see stuff there. And I'm excited to get it launched. I have to do some behind the scenes stuff first, but I'm working on it. Anyway, makeup is easy at this point. My jaw's still swollen, so I've contoured a little bit of the swelling away. But stuff's going good. I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling good. Hello, little buns. It is Thursday, January something. I still don't know because I'm not in Toronto. I'm in my parents' sunroom, which it snowed the other day, so it's really cold. But for some reason I can handle it, so whatever, who cares? The point is, in an earlier update video, I talked about smoothies that I really liked and that made being on a liquid diet bearable. Oh my god, I can't even carry the box. Oh, and hold on, the lighting, let's get some darkness, let's get some depth. There we go, friends. So there was these smoothies called Bolthouse Farms, is the company name, and they make these smoothies that are really good, and I'm pretty sure they're really healthy. Like I can't imagine how they're not healthy. They sent me a box of every flavor of Bolthouse smoothies. Let me just show you. Look how cute, first of all, oh my god. Like, okay, berry boost, cute, love it. Carrot, 100% carrot, same. Mocha cappuccino, okay, that can't be healthy. Protein and calcium. Yeah, it's got fat, it's got trans fat, but like it's still probably not as bad as like an actual coffee. Orange and carrot, love it. Oh my god. Green goodness, this is my favorite one. This has to be healthy. There's no way this one is not healthy. It's got a little bit of saturated fat, but like that's normal, that's fine. Yeah, it looks pretty good. What's this? Vanilla chai tea. It's probably another one that's not very healthy, but it's probably like healthier than a Starbucks coffee. Chocolate protein. Yeah, that one's not good for you. Probably good for the protein, but, and then strawberry banana, I love that one too. So I can't wait to try all these, oh my god. So if you guys are going into surgery anytime soon, I would recommend picking some of these up because they made me really happy when I was recovering and couldn't eat solids, because it still gave me flavor. And like I tried to drink those Ensure things earlier in recovery, and I almost, like I couldn't. I put it in a cup and I gagged because it smelled like so bad to me. I don't know, maybe it was the meds I was on, but I love these. I'm gonna take one out to drink right now. Let's take strawberry banana. Hell yeah. I'll put them all in the fridge later, but for now, girl's got a live stream to do. I gotta do my makeup. Come on. While I have you here, I guess I should talk about progression of scarring and everything. I'm gonna turn up the depth again so you can see details. So, I should take these off, okay. On my face, the bruises under my eyes are almost gone. That's really good. I'm getting a lot of movement back into my forehead, although it still feels very weak. But I can still express the full range of expressions that I could before. And it's bad plastic surgery if you can't. So that's good, that's really good. My chin itself, I don't think my chin or my jaw is swollen, but the inside of my mouth is still a little bit swollen. So, although it is swollen down here too. It's kind of hard to figure out, but I'll live. The incision around my forehead, sometimes it gets sore later in the day, because I know it's normal, like as the day gets, as you're awake for more hours, your body gets weaker. That's just standard. So when I'm going to bed, sometimes my head feels a bit sore when I'm laying on a pillow, because I don't sleep with the bandages anymore, and I sleep on my side again. And it hasn't started bleeding or anything, and I haven't noticed. I still can't even see it, but it's just, it gets sore later in the day, that's all. But that also means I'm getting feeling back in it, which is interesting. What else? What else is there to talk about? I also wanted to talk about some effects that testosterone blockers, like I had to go off of my hormones for 3 weeks, 2 weeks before and then 1 week after until I could start moving like normal again. But I'll tell you about that after I have my makeup on, so I feel less insecure about talking about testosterone. But I'll see you soon. Again, if you guys aren't aware, I do live streams on YouNow almost like several times a week, and you can find a link to YouNow in the description box of this video, and in all of my live streams they link to YouTube, but I'm never on YouTube, I'm on YouNow. So you can go to YouNow and we can hang out. Love it. Bless. Hello, little buns. That was the, oh my God, can I talk? I just did a live stream for 4.5 hours with my mother. First I was doing my makeup, and then the relatives that were supposed to come visit didn't show up, so instead we got a little bit tipsy, but for me tipsy means sloshed. So I'm coming down from that now. I'm just trying to take care of myself. It doesn't take me very long to come back to normal, but I wanted to talk to you about testosterone stuff. So going off my hormones for 3 weeks, the main thing that I noticed that bothers me about that, and oh my God, it's so bright. Okay, so the reason they make you go off testosterone, or off of your hormones though, is because estrogen thins your blood, or at least the pill that I take that gives the estrogen thins the blood. I don't think the actual hormone thins your blood out, but the pills I was taking thinned my blood out, so I had to stop my medication so that the healing wasn't compromised by blood thinning or whatever. And I also could put more painkillers through my liver. Why does it keep getting brighter? Hi. So I stopped them 2 weeks before surgery, and then I started them again a week after. So I was done 3 weeks without hormones. And the worst part, honestly, was there were certain morning bodily functions that I had forgotten existed that decided to come back, and that was really irritating because it kind of it reminded me of some shit that I just didn't enjoy thinking about. So I don't know, that was irritating. That was really annoying. But that was probably the worst thing. Like, I didn't get more facial hair growth. I didn't gain muscle mass. Nothing noticeable happened. Nothing on my outward appearance changed from being off hormones for 3 weeks, but that changed. The inside workings of my body that were influenced by hormones definitely were altered, but everything else was pretty much the same. So that's life. Can we talk about my face though? I think the swelling and stuff is starting to settle. There's still swelling right here, and there's still swelling in the inside of my mouth. But even then, even with that, my chin is looking incredible. My brow bone, oh, is looking, do you have a good side view? I don't know. I think you do. I never would have expected to have a profile like that in my adult life, but I do, and that makes me really happy. So, point is, things are going really good. Tomorrow's Friday. It'll be 3 weeks after surgery tomorrow, so I'll loop you in on some other new stuff tomorrow. Thank you. I love you. Ah. Ouch. Hello, little buns. It is Steph. Welcome to my parents' house. This is halfway through the video, so that intro doesn't really make any sense, but it is officially week 3. Like, the 3rd week is finally over of recovery from FFS. I'm not very swollen. I'm not. I have a little bit of swelling in my chin, so sometimes when I make certain movements with my mouth or when I smile, it gets kind of like raw because there's still like this big pad of swelling under my skin here. But for the most part, I'm healed up. I just want to take off my glasses so we can like observe. I can't really see the viewfinder now because I'm blind as a bat, but you know, you can see the face, and that's all that matters. For those of you that wanted to know what exactly I got done, I'm going to do my very best to put a side-by-side comparison here. I'm going to try to put some video footage, and if that doesn't work, I'll put a picture, but I should be able to put video footage right next to me. What did you get done, Steph? Well, let me tell you. I got, first of all, my Mandible Contour. So what that is your jaw. It's the part of your jaw that moves, meaning like your actual jaw and not your teeth on your top of your face. I went to Dr. Jeffrey Spiegel in Boston, by the way. If anybody hasn't been viewing the entire experience and has just started on this video, you can find a playlist linked below with all the previous episodes. There's 5 in total before this one. I went to him because he produces very natural looking results. So when I'm all healed up, it won't even look like I got surgery. You won't be able to see any scars. Everything will be perfect. perfect in terms of healing, not in terms of perfection of a human being, because that's just not possible. Let's be honest here. So, okay, what did I get done? Holy shit. Mandible contour, that's your jaw and chin. The Dr. Spiegel does 3 incisions in your mouth, or for me it was 3 incisions in my mouth, 1 in front of my teeth and beside my teeth and my gums, so that he can get into the bone and work on it without leaving any visible scars. And that was fantastic. I probably will have scars on the inside of my mouth, but who really cares? Who cares? I'm not seeing the inside of my mouth, I don't care. That takes the longest to heal, and that's why it's still a little bit swollen on my chin. But even here, it feels like there's not much swelling. It just, sometimes there's a bit of swelling underneath here, underneath of the bone. So I don't know exactly what's up. I know that it's totally normal. I'm not worried at all about recovery. I just know it will take the longest for that to heal. Next, I got my forehead reshaping. That was probably, it went very smoothly, the doctor said, but it's very drastic. So that, for that, Dr. Spiegel makes an incision. For me, it was ear to ear, like in my hair, because I wasn't getting a hairline movement adjustment or anything like that. So he did it in my hair, so the scar is completely covered with hair, which is amazing. Sometimes, if the bone is really thick, he can just shave down the bone on the brow ridge. But for me, he did a full reconstruction, which means I believe he takes the bone out, reshapes it a bit, puts it back in, takes it out, reshapes it a bit, puts it back in until he's satisfied with the result. And girl, I am very satisfied with the result. So he can do whatever he wants. He can pull whatever bone he wants out of my body. If it goes back in and it looks this good, I'm happy. I am very, very happy with, I don't feel like this is going to change much at this point. It might change, because I've had friends who said they've experienced little things change for up to 6 months. But I really feel like my forehead is fully healed. So if it stays like this, that's great. I love it like this. Next, I got a lip lift and lip augmentation. So that is why I have an upper lip now. What's more important to me than the actual size of the lip was the distance between my upper lip and my nose. And that has been pretty much cut in half. The reasoning for this, the reasoning for all of these procedures was typically, and okay, listen, I'm not about adhering to the gender binary. I'm not about all that stuff. I believe gender is a spectrum, and I don't think that having less distance between your nose and your upper lip makes you more feminine or more female. But for my dysphoria, it made sense for me to get it, okay? It made sense for me to adhere to that binary principle, as bad as that sounds. And I'm very, very happy. I'm so happy with my lip lift. And that is probably gonna change a lot too, because it's a very kind of like unnatural procedure. So for that, he cuts out a chunk of skin underneath of your nose, kind of W-shaped or inverted W-shaped. And then he stitches the border of where he cut it up onto your nose. So you literally are having a hole put in your face and lifting the skin to cover it, which lifts your entire lip up, which is amazing. And then the lip augmentation was a separate procedure that I got on, I decided to get it the day before surgery, or 2 days before surgery. And that's where they take that skin that he took out of your face. And the reason they use this skin to augment your lip is because your body has a very, very, very tiny, minuscule chance of rejecting it, because it's your skin. So he peels off that top layer of skin, he reshapes it to be good, then he snakes it through your lip. So you have a not naturally lifted, but it's natural tissue in your face. It's your tissue, it's your body, which means it's safer than anything else you could possibly put into you. And that I'm very satisfied with as well. And then the last thing I got was my Trachea Shave, which is the Adam's apple right here. I don't know if he was able to get the entire thing, because sometimes they can't get rid of the entire Adam's apple because it might damage your vocal cords. So he took as much as he could, and Dr. Spiegel does this in a way, he puts a camera down your throat so he can see exactly where it is he has to stop shaping or stop cutting, so that he will not damage your vocal cords. Because you can damage your vocal cords and permanently have a voice like this, and I didn't really want that. So I'm very glad that he was careful and cautious, and I definitely see a difference with my Trachea Shave. I can't see it. Let me put my glasses on. In the viewfinder. Yeah, it's very different than it was before. It's very different. It's much less prominent. So I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. All in all, super happy. And the only healing I have left to do is in my chin. And that's amazing. I still have not, from day one, from the moment I woke up after surgery, I have not felt 1 ounce of pain. It's only been discomfort. And I'm looking forward to doing a final video on this whole procedure when I feel like I finished healing. A whole before and after, and I'll recap everything that happened. A little mini episode, a big chunk, taking everything from all those other videos, just summarizing it so you can have a quick, easy, what did she get done kind of thing. You know what I mean? Love it. Until next time, just remember, you are a pointy ass chin. You are a pointy chin. And I love you. And I will see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for supporting me, and honestly, thank you so much for making this possible for me. I mentioned this in one of the earlier episodes, but it's hard for me to articulate. I would never, ever have been able to get this so quickly without all of your help. Over 1,700 people donated over $32,000. It was $32,000 to make this happen for me. And honestly, it wasn't like big donations. It was little ones. It was little donations. It was $5 here, $5 there. There were some big ones, which honestly, that's amazing. But the little donations definitely added up to a lot more than the big ones. So if you are ever passionate about something, if you ever want to help somebody, know that your $5 can go a long way when it's also your friend's $5 and their friend's $5 and their friend's $5. It can go a very, very long way to help somebody. So I am very proud of you and very thankful for supporting me and for helping me in such a physical way, and I hope that you impart that on other people as well. I will see you later. Oh my god, I'm leaving now. Bye!